There, welcome to Intuitive Leadership Insights, the podcast where intuition meets action to empower leaders like you with practical wisdom for real world success. My name is Victoria Dioh, your guide on this incredible journey to transforming leadership from inside out. Now, each episode will delve into actionable strategies throughout provoking perspectives and transformative principles that help you to lead with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Whether you're navigating corporate landscapes or building your own empire, or simply striving to become a more effective leader, this mini podcast is your go-to resource for harnessing the power of intuition and aligning it with decisive action. So let's get ready. Let's get into this element where you connect to your full potential, create impactful change, and lead a life of significance and fulfillment. So today, what we're talking about, this is our first episode. So today we're talking about leadership, business, and spirituality. What are the links? If you speak to some of the most famous leaders in the world, they will always tell you that they connect their leadership to spirituality. Even if they don't use those particular words, they allude to it several times over and over again. A good example is Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs is renowned for using his intuition in his business, or in Apple, because it's not his business, but he treats it like his business, right? And he was so hell-bent that everybody who worked in his team, especially in the innovative team, he was quite determined that they would use their intuition. And guess what? If you didn't want to use your intuition, he took you off the team. It's been well documented. So he talks about the fact that your work is going to fill a large part of your life, he says. He goes, so the only true way to be completely satisfied is to do what you believe in and do great work. Now, a lot of the times we are conditioned to find jobs, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, normally when we find jobs, they are not our purpose. So very quickly, after a number of years, we start to fall out of love with it. We start to manifest behaviors such as boredom, such as irritability, such as sort of like fear as in, is this it? What's next? Is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? So connecting to your spirituality will allow you to understand what your purpose is. It will allow you to connect to your intuition more, which means even if you do keep your job, guess what? You can still connect to your purpose and be completely fulfilled. So today I really want to lean into this because you've got other people like Oprah who strongly believe that realizing that you have to focus on your dream and that small steps will create massive victories. She strongly believes in that, but she talks about purpose over profit. Lean into your purpose and the profit will come. And a lot of the time, when people think of their purpose, they're thinking of it more from a place of, I'm going to prove a point. And your purpose is never to prove a point. Your purpose is something that you are given and you choose to embody. So you can tell if somebody has got a purpose that they think that's what the purpose is, as opposed to someone who is completely aligned in their purpose. And your purpose will evolve over time as well. So one of the things that I say to clients is, do not punish yourself. Do not punish yourself if you don't know what your purpose is. So I want to sort of like give you some tips as to how to start to include some form of spirituality into your leadership. And this doesn't mean that you're going to become a healer all of a sudden. No, these are just really simple steps, because when you are integrating spirituality into your daily leadership, guess what? You become more present. You hear better. You're allowed to make more complex decisions. You've got more empathy. for people. And I'm not talking about the glossy empathy. I'm talking genuine empathy. I'm talking compassion, that you can literally put yourself in somebody else's shoes rather than pretending to hear what people are saying so that they continue and do what you want them to do. You also start to realize that when you connect to your spiritual leadership and use your intuition, guess what? You realize that it's not all about you. It's about the people that you serve, that you are a servant of people. So I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do to sort of like help you move forward. So in the morning, my advice is have daily reflection. What does that mean? So start the day with understanding exactly what happened yesterday and how you want to design today. So this is your self-design of your life. It's a great way to see what lessons you can actually learn and also how you can do better or do more or do less for the day ahead. Empathy practice, oh my goodness. So make a conscious effort to understand and connect to your team and their needs and aspirations. And this goes for your clients as well. Even if you don't have a team, learn how to be compassionate. Ask yourself that if you have a problem, because you will have problems, how do you want to be treated? How do you want to be held? How do you want the space held for you? And return that. We talk about, in my healing practice, we talk about giving is receiving, right? So the more you give, the more you receive. If you don't give something, you will not receive it. So if you're looking at your life right now and you're thinking to yourself, I am missing this, it's because you're not giving it out. Purpose-driven goals. Always start from your foundation, your purpose. Now, what are your goals? If you start looking at goals that are not purpose-driven, then what tends to happen is that you tend to jump everywhere all of the time. So I'm not perfect in my business, but I look around and sometimes I look at other associates and I go, I don't know what they're trying to tell me because they're all over the place. And I'm sure I've done it as well. So really looking at your goals and making sure that there is that golden thread between the goals and your purpose. Resilience building, oh my goodness. So resilience building is so important, okay? So not just about yourself, but also about your team. Acknowledging how resilient you are, having a look around where you're building the resilience and making examples of it. So one of the biggest needs from a lot of clients that come to me initially is they want to build their resilience. And what I say to them is they've probably been more resilient than they've realized and they've just not acknowledged it. So resilience building and acknowledging through journaling and really reflecting is so important because you become even a more powerful, intuitive leader. And authentic leadership. Oh, I could talk about this all day. Stay true to your values. I'm somebody who literally, I'm so literal. So if you say to me that my values are X, as far as I am concerned, those are your values. So if you say anything that doesn't align with your values, I have a really strong problem trusting you because it doesn't encourage me to want to know you more. And guess what? It's not going to encourage your team or your clients. Remember, everything is energy. What you put out is what you receive. So if people are not leaning into you, it's because energetically they're not feeling it. So by embracing all these different intuitive and spiritual dimensions of leadership, leadership can create a more impactful and fulfilling journey for yourself and the people that you're on this journey with. Now, I'm going to end it here because these are meant to be really, really, really short little insights to help you on your way to creating a space for more intuitive leadership. My name is Victoria Dioh, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.